I said the word I quit out loud to myself, to the empty room, and I meant it. I was torn, not the dramatic kind of tone where you announce it and wait for somebody to beg you to stay. No, the quiet kind, the kind where you just stop. You stop filming, you stop writing, you stop thinking about the next video, you stop opening the app, and for a while I did stop. But at some point in time, I started feeling something heavy weighing me down. Because quitting does not feel like freedom. It feels like grief, like something or someone you cherished was taken away from you. Let me go back. I started this channel because I had something to say, not because I thought anyone would listen. Actually, I barely thought anyone would watch. I started because when I spoke in English, something shifted inside me. The language wasn't just grammar, it was a door, and walking through that door changed how I saw myself. So I made videos, one after another, poems, reflections, thoughts at 2 a.m. that I turned into scripts. And for a while, that was enough. The making was the point. But then the numbers came in. 51 subscribers, 82 videos, 13,000 views. Total. Not per video. Total. And I know what some of you are thinking. That's not nothing. And you're right. It's not nothing. But it's also not enough. Not for the hours, not for the scripts I rewrote 3 times, not for the days I recorded and re-recorded because the tone wasn't right, not for the silence after every upload, that silence where you refresh and nothing moves. I'm not going to pretend the numbers didn't matter. They did. They do. It wasn't one moment. It was a slow wearing down, like water on stone. You don't notice it until you look down and realize there's a groove where you used to be solid. I would upload a video and check the views. 1, 5, 7 views, and then nothing. The video would just sit there like a letter no one opened. And I would tell myself the same things everyone tells you. It's not about consistency. It takes time. Focus on the craft, not the numbers. And I'd nod and agree, and then make another video, and another, and another. But the gap between what I was giving and what I was getting, it didn't close, it widened. You want to know what's worse than failing? Failing in silence, making something you care about and having it disappear into nothing. No anger, no haters, no criticism, just nothing. That nothing is what broke me. So I quit. Not with a video, not with a post. I just stopped. I didn't delete anything, even though I wanted to. I just couldn't. But I stopped creating. I stopped writing. I stopped thinking about what I'd say next. And for a few days, maybe a week, I felt relief, like setting down a heavy bag I'd been carrying for so long I forgot I was holding it. But then something happened that I didn't expect. The relief turned into something else, something quieter, something heavier. I'd be doing something normal, eating, walking, studying, sitting on a bus, and a thought would arrive, not a full idea, just a fragment, a sentence, a question, something I wanted to say. And I'd feel it, that pull, that damn pull that tells me to come back. Here's what nobody talks about. Failing to quit feels worse than quitting. When you quit, at least you made a decision. You took a stand. You said, I'm done, and you meant it. There's dignity in that because you respect what you wanted to do. But when you fail to quit, when you say you're done and then you come back, that doesn't feel like strength. It feels like weakness, like you can't even follow through on with one thing you decided, like you're trapped in a loop, not good enough to succeed, not strong enough to live. I was ashamed of coming back, more ashamed than I was of leaving. Because what does it say about you? That you keep doing something that doesn't give you what you need? Are you stubborn? Are you delusional? Are you just unable to let go? It took me a while to understand what was actually happening, and I want to be honest. I'm not sure I fully understand it yet, but here's what I've got. I didn't come back because I'm weak. I came back because this, making videos, speaking in this language that isn't mine, sharing the thought that I can share anywhere else. This is the only place where I'm fully myself, not the polished version, not the version that performs well, the real one, the one who struggles, the one who fails, the one who can't quit. When I'm not making videos, I'm not free. I don't feel at peace. I feel like I'm wasting my potential and the opportunities that stem from it. I'm just smaller. I am a version of me that doesn't speak. And the version of me that doesn't speak, that's not me. The channel isn't working. The numbers aren't growing. The silence after every upload is still there. But the making, the art of thinking, speaking, writing, that's not nothing. That's the most alive I feel. So where does that leave me? I'll be honest. I don't have any clean ending for you. I don't have a lesson wrapped in a bow. I can tell you to keep going, it gets better. Because I don't know if it does. What I can tell you is that I'm still here, not because I choose to be, not because I am brave or disciplined or any of the things we tell ourselves to make struggle feel noble. I'm here because I couldn't leave, and maybe that's not a weakness. Maybe that's just what it looks like when something matters more than you want it to. If you're where I am, if you said I quit and found yourself still standing in the same room, unable to walk out, I'm not going to tell you to keep going. I'm not going to tell you to stop. I'm just going to tell you that I understand and that you're not the only one in this room. I don't know what this channel becomes next. I don't know if I'll upload next month or next week, but I know I'm not done. Not because I decided that, because something in me decided for me. Tell me, I want to know I'm not the only one who couldn't quit. And if you're still here watching, thank you. That means more than the numbers would ever show. Cheers.